Alright, that's it for this reaction. I'm gonna skim through this though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to take up everybody's time.
Don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter, like I say, he's no Canelo.
Fight fans.
Shout out multimedia.
You are looking at a man who...
Oh, that might blow up my PC. Holy shit.
Hey! I told them, they don't know how strong I am.
From a fan perspective, one night was certainly much more conclusive.
My God. Insane.
But
Insane
Connor's
knockout.
efforts give us some idea of how it could play out.
Canelo's strong and is easily hit.
Alvarez getting his jab going, but he missed with the right hand and Khan countered accurately in return.
Very easily hit.
I feel like he gets. I mean, at one point he was for sure very easily to hit, but I feel like what he fought. What's his name? I forgot the name of the guy he fought, but he's got better defense over the years. You know, so I feel like him saying he could get hit is just what he knows from the past. And matter of fact, he could be like Crawford is stronger and whatnot, but we saw Canelo put him on the floor like a few seconds ago. Matter of fact, right here. I don't know. I mean, look, I think Crawford is a great fighter, and I think it will be a great fight. But what? Crawford's like 2 weight classes below Canelo, and Canelo when he fought Bivol, he had his arm bruised up. The thing is with Canelo, he'll bruise your arm up. He'll give you like a big ass knot. Hey, bro, look, we be on the phone like, bro, Canelo, how do you do that, bro? He's like, listen, fool, I just do that shit. I'm like, yo, that's tough, bro. Yeah, he do that shit for real. Now I'm not downplaying Crawford because when he won against Errol Spence, he put out a masterclass. I'm not gonna lie. And everyone thought that was gonna be 50-50, but that was way one-sided.
Kyron Davis is one of the very rare few to have witnessed both styles away from the bright lights.
Terence Crawford has sneaky power, you know. Every punch isn't hard, but he puts them in there. He's very accurate, which is even better than punching power. He hits you right on the money.
Canelo was a big guy, and it's going to be a lot.
What initially looked like a complete whitewash
Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
is being drawn into closer and closer contest, dividing the opinions of even the most brilliant boxing brains.
I see the pro with really big guys and doing well. He's a strong guy. I picked Crawford to win that fight.
Freudian slip.
But then once he starts pounding him, as it's been for the last 6-7 fights of Canelo, after the 6 or
6-7. My bad, y'all. I'm losing my mind. I don't think it's a close match per se, because I think Crawford is moving up 2 or 3 weight classes to fight Canelo, and I don't know. Canelo has moved up in weight classes to fight Bivol. I don't know how to pronounce your name, big bro. Don't take offense to that shit, please. And he lost that fight obviously, but he was still in the fight, you know. Like, yeah, he lost, but like he didn't lose, but he lost, you know. Like, he didn't like get knocked out and whatnot, but he lost, you know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not gonna say it again, but I don't know. He's, like I said, like it's like this is base Canelo, base Crawford. Like, where they're gonna fight at. Crawford is gonna have to go up in weight, but Canelo has already fought in higher weight, and now he's back at his normal weight, even though Crawford had to go up. It's the same thing as like when Ryan Garcia fought Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia had to slim down and dehydrate. He had a dehydration clause or whatever it was. So he was already bigger naturally, but he had to go down in weight to meet Tank where he is naturally, and he just had the upper hand because he's here all the time, you know. So if you have to go up down or down up, you're always gonna have more of a struggle than someone that's in a constant state of weight, you know. But I do think Crawford is a very skilled fighter. I don't know if it's a 50-50 per se. I'll give it like, I don't know, bro, 30-70. Yeah, 30-70, 40-60, something. I think Canelo has by a little bit more. And what? Crawford's a southpaw, right? I saw the clip. He was fighting on southpaw. I don't know how much. I don't know if he's ever been on the back foot because I don't watch Crawford as much as I watch Canelo. But I feel like if he applies a little bit of pressure, I don't know, because Crawford, it could. Well, let's watch this video real quick.
Everything's happened for a reason. In September, I'm going to show the world what greatness look like.
Fight fans, welcome back.
The two great fighters in our generation.
Change your tune on wanting this fight over the years. Originally, you didn't want it. Why is now the right time for this fight?
We can all see it. Canelo's declining. We can see it.
I don't want to hear nothing from fucking Oscar De La Hoya, bro.
So here, in chronological order, we'll gather the opinions of former foes. We'll keep a tally and explain what
Perfect. This is the video we should have seen first.
So as a fan, I do like watching Canelo. As a fighter, you know, he's not going to hit me with none of that. I feel like I could turn him all night, let him run into something ugly. I feel like Canelo's not on my level.
Type shit. Oh wait, he knocked him the fuck out. I'm pretty sure. Now I've seen all of these highlights, and I think I've seen all these fights. But I'm pretty sure he knocked him out, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It was a bull versus matador affair, as Bill.
I think it was a straight right. I might be wrong though.
Show us more of what he had.
Remember, we are in Texas. It's been known as a culture of controversy when it comes to combat sports.
And if
nasty, that shit was crazy.
Then he was certainly a fan favorite now. Trout felt Canelo's power in true chicken dance style.
See, straight right.
His opinion still swung the other way regarding a September mega fight.
Crawford's a monster. He's a strong dude. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he. I'm never gonna go against Crawford for real. If he believes it, then I believe it. Damn it.
What do you
type shit? I feel like I may be a little biased though. We know what De La Hoya is gonna say. We skip this shit, bro.
Next up, 3 months later, came the pair's own.
From Amir Khan is that he's too brave for his own good.
Surprising amount.
I don't want to hear from Oscar De La Hoya anymore. Silence, cokehead. My bad.
But Amir now favors elusivity over punching power.
We're the next one.
I think he can do it.
Right.
His IQ is so perfect where he'll see everything.
Terrence Crawford's home.
Let's get in this one.
Plenty more chaos.
I think we've also seen this one. Oh my God! Hold on, did he hit him?
And I hope he's
more chaos.
Oh no, he didn't. But my God.
And he too picks brains over brawn for September.
All these fighters that go in there to fight Canelo, they already go in there scared, is what I believe. You know.
What the fuck?
You know.
I think nah, bro. Nobody goes into fighting Canelo scared, bro. Everybody, I don't know. That sounds a little weird to me, bro. Also, why is multimedia making it seem like Canelo's a fucking idiot? Talking about brains versus brawn. Canelo has a good high IQ in boxing. He's one of the greatest in this generation. Hey, sue me. But yeah, I don't know. They're making it seem like he's a fucking idiot and he has no ring IQ.
I haven't going Crawford, bro. To be honest with you.
You be talking bullshit, but I don't disagree in his pick, but his reasoning was stupid.
There's weight, there's power, there's skill. I believe that Terrence Crawford has the skills to beat Canelo.
Terrence Crawford wants to fight Canelo.
Sergey's reaction to
You
Canelo
got PTSD, boy. What the hell?
He's the best pound for pound fighter. But if he will move up, like, he can beat Canelo.
You think so?
Damn! Am I tweaking? So technically, everyone who's been like going Canelo and everyone who's been going Crawford, from what I remember, is just people who have fought them. Like, yeah, I mean, I fought him, so I know how he punches. I think I don't know. A lot of like the video's not over yet, obviously, but a lot of people are leaning towards Crawford. I definitely see that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people are underestimating Canelo in this video, at least, or maybe that's just how this narrative is spun right now in the video. If I had to make a decision, actually, I'll let y'all know at the end.
A mutual respect in the build-up.
I respect him, but I don't fear him. I'm here to beat him.
Boom, he don't fear him. I don't know what the other dude was talking about. The Puerto Rican? Yeah, he on shit.
That was a nice shot, but Canelo comes back and he is throwing much harder.
Smith offered some resistance,
Yeah.
soaking up everything that came
Who you gonna
his way.
fight?
But the slips,
Brody?
counters, and head movement highlighted another marquee Canelo performance. Smith only sees the eventual Crawford fight going one way.
Charlo's a massive 154, and he was bullied by Canelo on the night. Yeah, I think Crawford's probably got more ability than Charlo, but there's only so much size your ability can make up for, and I just think Canelo might be that naturally a little bit too big for him.
Okay, so finally someone that fought the person they're talking about backs the person they lost to.
But Sweet Hands still refuses to pick a side regarding Crawford.
Terrence is not a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He's special. And, you know, Canelo, he's a top-notch fighter, and it's exciting.
Who you got, though?
I'm just a fan that night watching.
A lot of these guys just didn't
Fair enough, though.
Your former opponent, Canelo, what do you think of reports of him fighting Terence Crawford?
It could be a really good fight, yeah, but too big difference between weight classes, of course.
Ultimately, a landslide victory for Alvarez, and enough of a showing to merit the Puerto Rican's nod of approval for September.
He didn't need that nod of approval, bro.
You know, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger.
I don't know. Last video, it really made people. I feel like people definitely think. It made me feel like people think Canelo's a fucking idiot and he's on his way down. The way the commentator was talking about it, or the narrator, are underestimating Canelo for some reason. Maybe because he's getting older. He's like, what, 32 already? And boxing wise, that's very much older. It's kind of crazy. He's like around the same age as like some content creators, and how vastly different they live their lives. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I feel like people just say he's older. I don't even know Crawford's age. Oh, he's 37. He's 35. So he's 2 years younger. Why were people like? There was somebody last video was like, yeah, Canelo's older. Da, 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 da. He's been in the game for so long, something like that. Or maybe I just thought I made that shit up in my mind. Canelo's not a fucking idiot. I feel like people are saying he has no boxing IQ. He has very much good ring IQ, and he's a late starter. He does start like amping it up like after the fifth round. Late round starter. He's like fifth round and higher is when he really gets going. And the way people talk about Crawford, he's very smart and very he has a high ring IQ, which I feel like Canelo does too. He's been in the game for like a decade plus now. Canelo is also he's not light on his feet. He's very not stiff, but he's not like Mike Tyson explosiveness when it comes to moving around. You know, he's very much like cover up, walk, boom, boom, walk, boom, boom. You know, and the way people talk about Crawford, like he'll punch you and then like he'll throw some pizzazz on them punches. And he's a southpaw. Southpaws are so hard to fight, but Canelo has fought southpaws before. I think Americano was southpaw and he knocked him out. He's definitely like put belt to ass on southpaws though. So it's not. I don't think it'll be so super hard for Canelo to fight to work around that. But this is Crawford, so it is a good fight too. But like I said before, dude, the weight class, they have weight classes for a reason. Crawford is moving up 2-3 weight classes up, and Canelo isn't. He's in his natural weight class. Bivol even said it. He said Canelo might win because Crawford has to move up in weight. And look, as much as we want to say it, moving up in weight is fucking difficult, bro. And then maintaining in that weight and fighting in that weight, you're carrying a lot for your body. I'm not saying Crawford can't do it, but I don't know. It just 50-50, you know. I do see what people say Crawford's going to win the fight because it is feasible. It is possible. I feel like people are acting like Canelo's just going to stay there and, like, be an idiot, you know. Canelo's caught so many people recently. Recently, he's caught younger fighters, too. Munguia, he's fought him, and he's knocked his ass down, too. These are fighters that are way younger, sharper, have a lot of youth to them. They might not be as, like, good technically as Crawford or as strong as Crawford, but they're not pushovers, you know. Now, how the fight goes, like who wins it and how they win it, I don't know if Crawford has got his chin tested the way Canelo has. Canelo has gotten his chin tested an insane amount. Not pause, that's a chin, not neck. Canelo has been tested by Bivol, which was 2 or 3 higher weight classes, by Golovkin, who was also the hardest puncher ever, I'm pretty sure. And that's not even like a debate. That's the facts. Those are the facts. That he is the hardest puncher known to man. Canelo has took a lot of those punches because now he's beating everyone except for Floyd and Bivol, and he tied with Triple G. But besides that, it's like those are like 3 of the top fighters in the world. So it's not like he's losing to bums. There we go. I can see that. Canelo go to card split decision. I think they're both strong enough to knock each other out, but I also think they're smart enough to not get knocked out. Canelo does start fighting like he turns up 5th round and higher, and I really don't know when Bud turns up because I haven't watched boxing in a fat minute, but I'll always tune in for a Canelo fight. So yeah, I think it might go to split decision. If anything, if one of them catches the other one, Crawford could definitely catch Canelo early on and maybe even later in the rounds. But if Canelo's just always on guard like this and he's like this the whole time, just moving forward and pushing him back, Canelo might have it in the later rounds. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if neither of them have him in those rounds, I have Canelo by decision. But yeah. So he switches.
That's just how we start.
Which could be dangerous for Canelo. Also, this fight was crazy, but switching is very scary for to fight against, because he can hit you with anything and it'll make sense in his mind. But you're trying to adjust your foot. If you're like this is you walking, and this is your left leg forward, right leg back. They have it opposite, or no, they have the same as you. You know, so now his leg is always gonna be behind your leg, and that's how you get tripped up. Let's say this looks like I'm doing gang signs. Canelo, and this is Canelo, and this is Crawford. If Crawford's always going this way, his leg's gonna be here. Canelo's gonna always have to move his leg over to get on the outside. You always want to have your foot on the outside of the other person, because that's who dictates where you're able to go. Because let's say if whoever this was, I forgot, I think Crawford. If Crawford has his leg back here, he could easily just pivot, and Canelo could only move a certain way before he gets crossed and stuck on Crawford's foot, if that makes sense. But then he could switch, so which is a little bit more scarier, because now if it's like this, and he take a step back and then move forward, and then he switched, well, Canelo's smart enough to adapt to it. I am obviously not as quick thinking, since I haven't boxed in a long time. I feel like it might be easier for him, but it is a little, you have to be way more on edge, you know? Hey, Canelo retired this fool, bro. He retired Billy Joe Saunders, bro. That is a crazy statement. He buzzed his orbital bone, and he got him into early retirement. People don't talk about that. That's just crazy. And he knew as soon as he did it, it's over.
Broke Saunders' orbital bone.
See, orbital bone.
The fight to stop in the 8th round. It wasn't just a lucky shot. Every round he chipped away at Saunders,
8th round,
landing precise counters, hooks and jabs that built pressure like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, look, his orbital was shattered. His cheekbones were shattered. I think the way the cheekbone connects to the upper jaw was cracked. Wow. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So the orbital, see that?
And he moved right into it too. That was crazy. Yeah, that's it is getting close to when I gotta dip. I'll catch y'all later. I appreciate all 3 of y'all, or maybe it's 2. I don't know. Maybe it's just me here. It is just me here. Hopefully I'm able to edit this video, this stream, put it into a video. I will edit the last stream if y'all haven't watched it, and I'll leave it unedited on my YouTube. Just some more content, you know. And I hope y'all had a good day today. I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully, maybe for a few Fort games, maybe some rivals, and yeah. Bye.